So here is a beautiful bus. This is a one-of-a-kind, nothing else like it that I've ever seen or heard of. It's a 4104, and I showed a video of it before because what's happened to it is pretty unique, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the whole bus here and then tell you why I'm here too. But the really unique thing about this is if you look at the rear end of it here, well, number one, there's no exit door on it anymore, so the exit door has been removed, and then the window has been moved back. And what you really can't tell is that this bus has been lengthened 2 feet. So they went in and added a whole section in there and pushed everything back. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to use a different rear end and engine combination in it than what you have available on GM. GM has that V drive where the transmission exits at a 45-degree angle into the differential and where the engine sits sideways. So on this one, they took a 6V92 on an MCI cradle and slid it in there. So now instead of going sideways, it goes lengthwise, and it goes to a T-drive rear end now. So you got a lot more options as far as engine power, that kind of stuff that you can, transmission options that you can do. So this has an automatic in it, and the 92 series. And it was, like I said, it was lengthened two feet in order to accommodate that. And they did such a good job. You cannot tell by looking at it. If you're really familiar with 4104s, you're back here at the rear end when the engine hatch is down, kind of thinking this looks really strange, but maybe you can't quite place what it is. But yeah, they did a very nice job of stretching it out. This bus just sold. It's going to a new home, and it was sitting out here in the dirt, and the tires were kind of in a rut, and they were kind of rocking it back and forth to get it out of the rut with all that power. They heard a big snap, and that was it, and they thought that the drive shaft broke on it. And the reason that I'm here, I don't know if I can get a good shot of this now. Yeah, I can't get it from down here. But it wasn't the drive shaft that broke. The pinions snapped. So all that torque trying to get it out of that hole, and the pinion snapped on it. So I got to pull that rear end, and it's going to be fun out here in the dirt, of course. But the owner got it jacked up for me. So I think it's going to have to go up a little bit higher still in order to get that rear end out from under there. So ring and pinion, tear it apart and see what's going on. So that'll be the, that sucks when you buy a new bus and then you're getting ready to drive it out of here and something like that happens. Okay, so here's the inside of it. Excuse the tools and shovels and stuff. But it's a very nice conversion, nice and clean. Some modifications to the dash, power steering, so on. It's an older, kind of dated conversion, but not crazy. Looking on the way back. It's always nice to see kind of the layout here. Big empty area. Looks like maybe there used to be something, a couch or something, I don't know. Some dinette area there. Looks like it probably goes down to a bed. Lots of counter space. Cabinets. Storage. Spider web that I could have done without. Decent little shitter area. Shower across. Just go over the top of the. So, a really large rear bedroom. They cut the mattress out so that it's wider and then skinnier at the top. That's nice. That's a king size. I think that's actually a California king. So something you probably couldn't do. You need that extra 2 feet back there. But it's a really nice bus. I believe the seller is the one paying for all of the repairs, which is very nice because Not everybody would do that once somebody bought something, because I know it had already been paid for in advance. To me, that shows a little character. But yeah, it's unfortunate that that rear end happened. So we'll see how hard it is, and I can't even go buy a book to say, you know, what rear end is in there. I just got to get it pulled out and see what it is. There is a tag on it, but sometimes the tags are just for the case. If they change the pinion, they might not have changed the tag. But it's a really nice bus, and this should be I'm gonna say fun project, because I always try to keep a positive attitude, but laying in the dirt, pulling out a rear end, not gonna be my favorite thing. And this is an unscheduled stop for me. I had to squeeze this one in for my friend, just to help him out. He's been a real good customer of mine. But it's a beautiful bus. Here's another bus, this MCI. Had an 8V92 in it, and I came to work on it a couple of years ago. The engine was blown in it, and it was just, the crankshaft was destroyed and everything. And because it's not a real high-end conversion, it wasn't worth putting, you know, 8 or 9 grand into an engine in it. So I think it's going to go live as a tiny home somewhere now. But I'll give you a quick tour of it. But yeah, the crankshaft, it had been overheated and cracked liners, which I could have got away with just a simple in-frame on it. But when we got down to the crank, it was severely messed up. So at that point, it needs it out of frame, and it just wasn't going to be worth it. But it's turbo, everything. Still had the factory air conditioning working on it at the time. This bus has been sold, and I believe it's getting picked up tomorrow. So if I want to get a video of it, I need to do it today. I don't think there's some videos of the engine probably on my channel here from a couple years ago, but probably no video of the inside. So as I come in, fairly stock driver's area, which you know I always like. The ginormous speedometer over there. Love it. I think it's gotta be 6 inches. But pretty stock entry area. And then as you come in, the longest countertop you'll ever see in a bus, I think he says 14 feet long. This little dinette area here with bench seating behind it, and looks like that probably folds down to a bed as well. Looks like the couch turns to a bed. Some overhead cabinets all the way. One really unique feature about this bus is this countertop here. You see it folds up, and then there's a trap door that goes down to a bedroom down below for the kids. They've got the whole entire bay down there. It's, you know, you just have a big mattress, and it's just their own private room down there. So that's kind of neat. And then it's got a bathroom. Again, this is going to be somebody's tiny home now, instead of paying the money to fix the engine on it. But they may. It's cheaper to swing in a used running takeout engine than to mess with anything else. So you've got this whole bunk area here. Pretty big bunk space there. There's actually 3 bunks. Wouldn't want to be down on the floor one. And then you come around the hall here and come back into a large bedroom. So these, obviously it's a much larger bus, longer bus. I don't remember what year it is. It might say up here in the, it's been a couple years since I worked on it. I don't see the factory tag. But it's a nice bus. And again, as a tiny home, it'll be real nice for somebody, where you don't have to just get it towed wherever it's going to go, and it's going to sit and live there for a long time. It's not really rusty or anything, and it's been aired up on the suspension. On this side, still up. One of the right rear is down, but again, it's been years since so the suspension's in real good shape. Got the door latched. That's gonna be fun to get out of here with one hand. Once that little knob goes over center, in the position the bus is sitting in, the door was swinging. So, again, nice, straight, clean MCI.